In Season 4 of Below Deck Sailing Yacht, Chase Lomax made his Bravo television debut as a deckhand. The young man had previously worked as a sailing yacht captain, but he accepted a position on Parsifal Roman III when he needed extra money to repair his ship. Chase was a taste acquired by fans and crew members alike. Chase and Gary King had a falling out because Chase didn't think he was the most effective leader. To be absolutely honest, he might have had a point. When Gary started seeing Mads Herrera, Chase's crush, there was tension on the deck that extended beyond work. Chase Lomax was introduced after Emma Crouch was fired in Season 5. Gary King and Captain Glenn Shephard were aware that Chase Lomax was a dedicated deckhand who would benefit the team, even if they had a falling out from the previous season. It would be wise for Chase Lomax to be promoted to first officer, even if he would probably prefer to remain on his own boat in the event that Gary King had to leave the series. It just so happened that Chase Lomax was available to step in and save the day when Emma Crouch was sacked. When the captain contacts the recruiting agency, Below Deck has never been afraid to bring in former crew members. Gary and Chief Stew Daisy Kelliher's faces were invaluable, and it just so happened that the recognizable face was prepared to board Parsifal Roman III in Ibiza, whether or not it was a setup. Chase does what he does well. Additionally, he has worked out how to be the center of a love triangle, much like Gary King, if you're seeking for drama below deck. The chase competition is being fought between Danny Warren and Diana Cruz. Fans adore seeing one of their own get promoted, and a friendly face is always crucial on Below Deck. Chase Lomax might be the next person to be named first officer if one is required for another season. Chase had a slow start to his rookie season. Chase is not particularly good at following instructions, as Gary pointed out. He's doing a lot better now, on his second pass on the crew. Gary remained unaware of his safety. He is undoubtedly one of the franchise's best yachties now that he has learned from his blunders. The next generation aboard Parsifal Roman III requires his capacity to strike a balance between work and recreation. Gary King has been reliable when it comes to a reality TV figure. He is aware of what the below-deck sailing yacht audience wants to see. Drama, romance, and the blending of the two are what they want to watch. He is aware of how annoying he can be, but it's just who he is. There was never any question that Gary King was a remarkable crew member from the moment he set foot on Parsifal Roman III. His shenanigans after work have turned into a liability. He is involved in a love triangle that frequently sets coworkers against one another in almost every season. He becomes wild when he drinks, and occasionally, his mischievous behavior results in ruin. He didn't accept quick responsibility, even in this season when he threw the candy at David Morosi's face, resulting in blood on the white couch. The normally benevolent Captain Glenn Shephard became enraged with him after he made a huge error in his inebriated haze. Additionally, we are aware that Captain Glenn is never overly happy when someone destroys his sofa. Gary only accepts responsibility for issues that are relevant to his job, such as his tender crash at the beginning of the season. Viewers may be drawn to the reality star, but his past and present are bringing the whole thing to a halt. Perception is the reality in this universe, despite Gary King's best efforts to disassociate himself from the story. Unfortunately, reality does not support him. Although Gary King has played a significant role in the Below Deck family, some stories must come to an end. Season 5 might be precisely that for Gary King. It's time to pass the torch now. Chase Lomax is capable of leading the program into the next phase and beyond. He succeeds as a crew member and delivers the drama that viewers desire from Below Deck episodes. Viewers might desire a familiar face if Below Deck Sailing Yacht needs a new crew, because the show's future might be in jeopardy. Chase Lomax has worked hard enough to earn the promotion. Chase Lomax can transition from deckhand to first officer, much like Isha Scott did from stewardess to chief stew.